Have you ever felt a strange chill while watching an old, grainy video? A feeling that you're not just watching a recording, but that something is watching you back? Welcome to the unsettling world of analog horror. This isn't your typical jump scare horror movie. No, this is something far more subtle, and in my opinion, far more terrifying. Analog horror taps into that deep, primal fear of the unknown, using the distorted, lo-fi aesthetic of old VHS tapes, emergency broadcasts, and forgotten training videos to create a sense of deep unease. It's horror that doesn't scream in your face, but whispers in your ear, leaving you to question what's real and what's not. So, what exactly makes analog horror so effective? It's all about authenticity. These stories feel real because they mimic the media we grew up with, the media we trusted. Imagine finding a dusty old tape in your attic. You pop it in, and what starts as a cheerful children's show slowly descends into something sinister. The colors warp, the audio distorts, and a friendly cartoon character starts saying things it shouldn't. The glitches and static aren't just special effects, they're part of the story, hiding something terrifying in the noise. It's this slow burn reveal, this corruption of the familiar, that gets under your skin, the imperfections of the analog format, the tracking errors. The muffled sound become windows into a reality that's falling apart. One of the most famous examples that brought analog horror to the mainstream is the Local 58 series. It presents itself as an old TV station that's been hijacked by an unknown entity. One episode, titled Contingency, is a broadcast that instructs citizens on what to do in case of an enemy victory. But the instructions get progressively more disturbing, culminating in a final, horrifying command. It plays on our trust in official sources and twists it into a nightmare. You're left wondering, what kind of enemy would require such a protocol? The series never gives you a clear answer. And that's the point. The horror isn't just what you see, it's what you're forced to imagine. It's the feeling that a vast, incomprehensible threat exists just outside our perception, and our only warning is a corrupted signal on an old television set. Another brilliant example is the Mandela Catalogue. This series explores the concept of alternates, doppelganger-like beings that replace humans by driving them to take their own lives. Through psychological torment. The story is told through found footage, instructional videos on how to identify these creatures, and unsettling 911 calls. The low-fidelity visuals make the alternates even more terrifying. Their faces are distorted, uncanny valleys of wrongness that your brain can't quite process. It taps into the fear of not being able to trust your own senses, or even the people around you. Could your friend, your family member, be an alternate? The series leaves you paranoid, looking over your shoulder, questioning every shadow. It masterfully uses the limitations of old media to create a truly oppressive and dread-filled atmosphere. Ultimately, analog horror is a return to a more psychological form of fear. In a world saturated with high-definition CGI monsters, the grainy, distorted image of a simple, dark figure in a doorway can be infinitely more frightening. It forces our own imaginations to fill in the blanks, and our minds can conjure horrors far more personal and terrifying than any special effect. It's a reminder that fear isn't always about what you see, but about the chilling suggestion of what you can't. It's the static between channels, the distorted voice on a forgotten tape, the feeling that you've stumbled upon a secret that was never meant for you. So next time you see an old television flicker, you might want to think twice before changing the channel. You never know what might be trying to send you a message. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Stay safe out there.